Hi, I'm Cyril Lanse from Moog Music, and I'm going to just run real quickly over the Moog Guitar, which is kind of an incredible new innovation that we're very excited about. First, I just want to mention the guitar, as a guitar, just plays and acts like a normal guitar. So you can, it's got, different pickup, all the kind of things you'd expect, and it's also got a piezo output too, for a nice kind of acoustic sound. Anyway, the real technology that we've added to the guitar, which is kind of the breakthrough, is that we have special pickup technology here and a whole bunch of analog electronics in the back. And the pickups can simultaneously listen to the string, which is a typical guitar does, or it can impart energy to the string. And because each pickup can do it in the same place on the string at the same point in time, it allows you to have this very coherent and organic control of the way the actual string is moving. And what that means is that there's no effects here. There's not a guitar synthesizer, it's not a MIDI guitar. Everything that we're doing here is actually happening on the string. So even if I have the volume off, everything that we're doing to the string is still happening. So it brings the feeling back into how you play the guitar. Everything that you're doing with the wood and the strings and your fingers is happening right there for you. So what I'm going to do very quickly is, the first thing that you think of is what we call full sustain. And I can play a chord. So notice that it's incredibly responsive. And the reason it's so responsive is because of this very tight coupling between using the same pickup to listen and control the string at the same time. And that in itself is pretty revolutionary and allows you to do all sorts of things on the guitar that you could never really do before. Okay, now the other big thing that is kind of a big innovation is if you can give energy to a string, what if you could take it away? So now I'm going to go into what we're called mute mode. And here, it's the opposite. It completely is muting the string out. And so what that does is it gives you, it changes the way the actual instrument feels in your hands, and it makes it almost, you can do. Get kind of African koto sounds or banjo-like sounds. And the really wonderful thing is that the instrument totally feels different. And that's really the wonderful thing about this technology. Now, if we can give energy to a string and take away energy from a string, what if we can do that intelligently? I'm going to go into a mode called control sustain. And what it's doing now, the sustain mode is completely on maximum, but nothing's vibrating because we're listening to the strings and we're saying, hey, he's not playing, let's mute all the strings, but as soon as I play something, notice I'm not plucking or anything. I don't need any volume. In fact, I can turn the guitar volume all the way off and the same thing is happening. So, turn it up. There's always a rock and roller everywhere. So, now the other wonderful thing about this technology is being able to control what harmonics, what parts of the string you're energizing and what you're taking away. And so here, I'm going to emphasize the high harmonics. And now with my pedal, I'm going to start emphasizing the low harmonics. And what that does is it gives you this incredible expression is similar to drawbars on an organ, where you're controlling what harmonics of a note you're playing. And that really gets you incredibly expressive. And when you add all these things up, it's kind of like this endless new world for a guitar player, being able to play really melodically, like single lines. I should also point out that at the same time you could be doing your normal. So your normal guitar technique is totally applicable here. It just kind of augments your sonic vocabulary on the instrument, which is what we're all about here. Now, finally, this knob down here in this mode is a normal tone for a guitar, but we've also added a Moog filter. So in the guitar, the only thing that is changing the sound of the pickups is a Moog filter here. And I can take the resonance off. Now, I also have an articulated mode. So before I was controlling the filter with my foot, now I'm just going to do it by playing. And that gives you your kind of classic funky wah-wah type effects, but it also allows you to do some very subtle stuff. For instance, if I play some single note stuff here, that is single control sustain, playing a single note line, but using the articulated filter to organically open and close the filter while you're playing that line, which is typical to what you do when you sing, or any kind of natural acoustic instrument is always opening, and you know the harmonic content is dynamically being changed. So you put it all together and you just have this incredible range of new. And then finally, I'll just say, like all Moog gear, you can put a control voltage into it and control, say, the filter from one of our pedal or the CP251, or take a control voltage out of something else and control. And I'm not set up to demonstrate that, but that further just completely expands the vocabulary of the instrument. So, the Moog Guitar.